How's it going, y'all? This is Mike, the King of Life, back again here. Blessed to be here. Hopefully everybody's doing well. Everything's going good with y'all guys, and things are on the up. And today, I wanted to get into the topic of talking about the power of potential. The power of potential. The potential is very key. And I think a lot of us had our own definitions of what we think potential is to us. So we was kind of want to talk about what is the true definition of the power of potential. Okay. Um, Nothing changes until your mind changes. Just gonna start there. So nothing changes until our minds change. Okay, first. You can change your clothes and still have your same old mind. You can change your location of where you at or where you stay, where you live, and still have your old mind. You can change your house and still have your old mind. So nothing changes until your mind changes. Okay, nothing changes until your mind changes. Um, right, reading the Bible and understanding it gives you the assurance that nothing is impossible. Your whole will change because of the new information, that you receive from the Bible. New concepts begin when you understand and also read the Bible. That's why reading the Bible is fundamental. It's essential because it's the true source of us and God and everything that's in it. That's for our history of ourselves. Um, so you discover things like this from reading the Bible. The greatest tragedy in life is not death. The greatest tragedy in life is life without a purpose. That's the greatest tragedy in life is life without a purpose. So it's more tragedy to be alive and not know why than to be dead and have no life. Because when you're alive, you have to explain what you're doing, with your minutes, your hours, your energy, your time. You have to explain, why I'm here and what am I doing with my life. Um, so most people, right, are living pretty much as an experiment, like just experiment with their life because they have no idea why you really here. Um, so when you ask people the question, who are you? Their answer is usually what they do as work, as a job. So the question is not what you do, but who do you identify yourself as? So if you base your existence with what your career is, then if say something happens to your job or career, then I guess your life would be badly affected because you believe that's what you will base on on what you do, or where you from. That's the next thing. Like next question is where you from, and most of us struggle with this question because if you don't know where you from, then you don't know who you are. So if you don't know where you're from, then you don't know who you are. Um, so what is your source, right? These are the other questions. What is your source? Um, why am I here? Why was I born? Why am I here on this planet? I mean, these are actually hard questions. And we ask these questions silently to ourselves because we don't know the answers. And we don't come out publicly and say these things and ask these questions. But don't you know that scientists have proven that a male, when he's involved in sexual intercourse with a female, that the male produces 500 million sperms, right? And they rushing towards her egg. And only one makes it. And you can guess who that was, obviously, right? It's us. Everybody that's here on this planet, we was all one in that 500 million sperm cell that made it to the egg. So the question is, why did 499 million sperms die so that you can live, so that I could live, coming to this planet? So is there a reason why the divine creator chose that specific sperm for you to come at this time? The year you was born, the month you was born in, the day you was born on. See, this is not coincidence stuff, y'all. You know what I mean? You got to sit back and look at all this. So, we didn't just come here to this planet to make a living on a job, pay some bills, and then die. But a lot of us think that's what you're here for, because we never got the answer to these questions. So we came here to actually make a difference, okay? We were supposed to deliver something to the world to have. We're supposed to be giving the world our gift, okay? So we have to find out what that is. So you're not a mistake or some biological accident, okay? The next question you can ask is, okay, what is my true ability, right? Most of us living today are living below our true potential. We don't know what we're capable of. Why? Because we have accepted other people's opinions of ourselves. We allow people, culture, and society to tell us what we can and cannot do. Even myself, I was a victim of that myself for years. I had to be delivered from people opinion, or what you think somebody going to say, or they're going to believe in, what you feel like you believe in, what you can do. Just like could be living in this the city or the town that you in, it could actually be your greatest curse, because there are certain things they expect you to do in that particular town. The people, they tell you how far you can go, tell you what you can do, or tell you what's never been done. So don't achieve that here. They cover your true ability. See, so that's what I'm saying. So they telling you don't achieve that here. You ain't gonna make it. You won't succeed. So they actually covering up what your true ability is, because you're receiving all of this, what they're telling you about yourself and what they think. What can you do is the question that we need to ask ourselves. What can I do? That's the question you ask yourself. Where are you going with your life? What is your destination? Okay, these are other questions. Where will you be in the next 10 years? What do you want to do with yourself for the next 20 years? What is your hope to become in life? Or you just waiting on the next paycheck. You're not even thinking none of this. You're just waiting on your next paycheck from your job. Is your life as short as the next bill you have to pay? Is your life as short as the next bill you have to pay? Okay. So God says this: you're not just passing through life. We're here on this planet because there's something we need to be doing that's inside each of us. He placed something in each individual, however many people on this planet, whether it's 7 billion, 8 billion, I believe. Everybody's here for a particular reason. Everybody's carrying something. That's why there was one of the 500 million sperm cells that made it. Not a coincidence. God chose you to be here. So that means what? We are loaded with potential. Okay? We are loaded with abilities. We were created to live with meaning and purpose. Okay? We are not mistakes. Okay? Until we find out our purpose for living, we will never be fulfilled. That's why we all have that empty feeling still yet, because we have not found out our true purpose for why we here on this planet. So we were born to do something important in this world. We are all equipped with potential, designed with a destiny. Okay, we are equipped with potential, and we are designed with a destiny. So it's all trapped under your fears of people. Nothing can bury you faster than a career you feel trapped in. Nothing can bury you faster than a career you feel trapped in. We was born because the world needs what's trapped in us. That's what potential is. It's hidden. Okay, potential is hidden. So we cannot maximize our potential until we discover our purpose. Okay, so our purpose is the most important thing for us to discover. That's our most important thing. It's our purpose, why we here. Because when we find our purpose, we automatically find our potential. It comes hand in hand with each other. So when you find your purpose and potential, you become unstoppable. No human opinion can touch you when you find your purpose in life. Don't you know, what do y'all think is the wealthiest spot on the planet is? What is the wealthiest spot on earth? Right? We think of the oil in Iran. We think of the gold mines, or we think of the silver mines of Peru, or the oceans of the Caribbeans with all these seafood. But don't you know, the wealthiest spot on earth is the graveyard, the cemetery. And you'll say, well, why is the graveyard the wealthiest spot on earth? It's because buried in the cemetery, there are books that were never written. Okay, there are paintings that were never painted. There is music that no one has ever heard. Okay, because people died with these things all in their minds to do but never done it because their time ended here on earth. Okay, so it's filled with businesses that never open. Okay, so some of us have business ideas, real good business ideas for 15 years, but you're afraid to start it up. So you're still employed at your job, right? Because we won't step out, right, on faith and believe God in that idea, right? Because you're doubting yourself. So the graveyard is filled with ideas that never became a reality. Okay, it's filled with awesome treasure that no one will ever use. Wow. So let's not make the cemetery more wealthy by procrastinating on things, thoughts, ideas we have been holding. Okay, so our goal is to die, right, leaving this earth empty, nothing left in us. We did everything that was in us, all the hidden treasures in us been empty out into the world. That's how we're supposed to die, empty. Okay, so we came to earth to go back to God empty. That's why he brought you here, to deliver something. And then once you deliver it, then you come back to him. So we supposed to die like Jesus Christ did, who said, "It is finished." Okay, don't you know Jesus Christ died at the age of 33 years old? Okay, he wasn't old. Okay, he was finished. So you're not supposed to have to die old. Okay, we're supposed to die finished. We're supposed to die empty. Okay, but you can't finish if you don't know what to start. Okay, so life is not measured by how old you are, how many years you've been here on this earth. It is measured by how much you still got left in you. How much potential is still there that hasn't been used yet. That's what life is measured by. So the wealth in the cemetery is called potential. That's what it's called. So this word is very important to God, right? And we don't understand the word. So to change your life, we have to discover this word. So you'll say, what is potential? Okay, potential is dominant ability, untapped power, hidden strength, reserve energy, unused success, unleashed talent. Okay, potential is who you really are, but no one knows it yet. Okay, whatever you have done, right, far as in your lifetime, is no longer your potential. Potential is always what you haven't done yet, but you can still do. Okay? So potential is the you nobody knows yet. Potential is never what you've done, because once you do it, it's not your potential anymore. So whatever you had set out to do and you've done it, right? It's not your potential no more. It's done now. So now it's moving on to the next thing. Okay? So potential is always what's left that you haven't done yet. So God also is motivated by potential because God knows what he put inside of us. See, he knows. So what happens is we mess up when we get so attracted to our own success, right? That we worship our own success, right? And don't you know the greatest enemy of progress is your last success? Because you get stuck in your last success where you don't move forward onto the next thing, onto the new thing. You just stay right there and where you've been successful at, and you don't go any further. Because you become so proud of what you've done that you stop doing what you could do. Okay? So potential demands that you never settle for what you already accomplished. Don't ever trust what you last achieved, because it would trap you. Don't ever trust what you last achieved, because it would trap you. So in the Bible, there's a story of the Transfiguration where Jesus had took the 3 disciples, Peter, James, John, on the mountaintop, right? You know, where Moses and Elijah was up there. They met with Jesus, and they saw Jesus, right, show his true skin, right, which was brighter than the sun. I mean, overwhelming bright. So Peter, James, John, you know, they fell on their face, right? They were so overwhelmed by it, you know, because they saw something they never saw before. And they said, hey, let's just stay here. You know, let's just stay right here. Let's not move. You know, we're just going to get comfortable and stay right here. And that's how we get. We get comfortable. Okay? We like to just stay in one spot, right, where God does things for us and just want to settle right there. And he's saying, no, there's more in you that needs to be done. There's more in you that I place in you. There's more potential in you. There's more hidden treasure still in you. Okay? So God is a God of potential. Okay? Potential is never finished. The word omni, okay? O-M-N-I, omni. The word omni, right, means all, A-L-L, entire, total, complete. The other word means here potent, P-O-T-E-N-T, okay, potent. So write them 2 words down if you writing down, omni and potent. Now potent means power, might, force, strength, energy. Okay, so you take omni and put it next to the word potent, and you will have a new word that some of us have heard before, some of us may not have heard before, but that word is called omnipotent. Omnipotent. And there's only one person that name prescribes to, and that is Jehovah. That is God himself. What omnipotent means is all potential. All potential. So God is not just the God of potential. He is potential. He is all power. Okay? Omnipotent means I am still loaded. So before anything was, right, in this world, and for anything was created, God is. So that means everything that is was inside of God. So everything was made by him, right? So before he made everything, everything was already inside of him. Remember in the beginning, they said it was just nothing but God. It was nothing here. So out of him, he started using his own potential because he is omnipotent. He's all power. He's all strength, right? So everything was in him. And then he just started calling it out, and it became. Okay, so potential is always hidden on the inside. So we should all be careful, right, of how we treat people. Because you never know what they're carrying inside of them. You never know. So don't judge people by how they look, how they dress, or whatever. Because you never know what they really carrying, what their true potential is. So omnipotent is a description of God's reality. Okay, so he is never limited of doing anything. He's never limited. That's why we don't judge people, because you don't know what they're carrying, because they are loaded. They are loaded with potential. Okay, and God will never tell you to do anything that isn't done already, because God always finishes first what he starts. He always finishes first what he starts. That's why there's no other God like him that does that. That finish before they start something. And then he starts it, because he already know it's finished. Wow. But that right there, y'all, is pretty much it for today. Just want to talk on about potential, man, because we all possess some hidden jewels in us, man. And like I said, the tragedy is not every experience, not for the world to receive what you have. That's the tragedy, because we are all been placed here with a certain treasure in us that we're supposed to give back to the world, that the world needs. So we should not want to leave this planet without pouring out everything that God put in us back out into the world, right? Because we need it. So whatever you got, him or her, what you have in it, we need it. I need it. You see what I'm saying? So that's why our greatest purpose is to discover our potential, discover our purpose, discover our potential, because they go hand in hand. Purpose and potential go hand in hand. Because once you discover your purpose, your potential automatically is right there, because your faith, everything locks in of knowing, okay, this is what God got me here to do. See what I'm saying? So I want y'all to be encouraged, be strengthened, y'all. Keep your heads up, all right? Don't fret, don't worry, don't stress, because God's going to work everything out. So until next time, y'all stay safe. This is Mike with Kingdom Life, y'all.